Namaste students. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today we will start the 14th chapter named as How Was the Sun Rescued? This is a story that will tell us how the sun and the moon were created. So let's get started. Long time ago, the sun was stolen from the tundra dwellers. Now, who are the tundra dwellers? These were yeti-like human creatures with fur on their body, and they are very giant, very huge in size. Dwellers means who live in the tundra region. Now, the evil spirits stole the sun from the tundra dwellers. After the sun was stolen, the whole atmosphere was in darkness. Nothing could be known, nothing could be seen. Everything became dark and sadness spread in the earth. The birds, the animals couldn't find their way. There was no connection between days and night as the entire earth was in darkness. An old crow who was considered knowledgeable amongst the animal kingdom called for a meeting. Representatives from every animals and bird species arrived at this meeting to discuss how the sun will be rescued. The old crow told that he had heard that in a great cave lived the evil spirits who stole the sun and have kept it in a white stone pot. He advised that if they steal the sun from the evil spirits, then they can bring lightness to the earth. Now, the question was that how they were supposed to steal it. So, the old raven, the old crow, advised the representatives to send the bravest and the strongest animal, which is the polar bear, to steal the sun back from the evil spirits. There was an old half-deaf owl sitting among the bird and animals. He asked a tiny bird nearby about what they were discussing in the meeting. When the tiny bird told that the crow decided to send the polar bear to steal the sun from the evil spirits, the owl at once denied. He said, "No, this is a very bad idea. The polar bear is greedy, always thinks about food, and if he comes across any tidbits of food while going to the mission, he will forget about the sun and everything else. He will just sit and keep on eating and satisfying himself eating those food." The old crow now decided to send the wolf to the mission. According to the old crow, the wolf is the strongest and the fastest after the polar bear. But when the old half-deaf owl asked the tiny bird about it, the owl replied that the wolf is greedy and will stop at the first deer he sees and swallow it up. And again he will forget about the sun just like the polar bear. Now everybody is in a great confusion whom to send for stealing the sun and lighten up the world. Just then a tiny mouse was nearby. She was listening to this meeting and she raised her voice that we should send the hare. He is the best runner amongst us. He'll fetch the sun back for us. And for the third time, the deaf old owl asked the bird about what they have decided ultimately. And when the answer came back that they want to send the hare for the sun at last, the owl thought for a bit and accepted, and he said that yes, this is the best decision. We should send the hare to this particular mission because he hops well, he jumps well, and he skips well, and he is not a selfish animal. Nobody will be able to catch him. So the hare was chosen for this mission, and without wasting a moment, the hare went on his way, guided by the old crow. He hopped and skipped for many days, and then he came across a land which was shining with a ray of light. And when he came closer, he saw the rays of light were coming from under the earth through a narrow crack. And when he put his eyes onto the crack, he saw a big ball of fire lying in a great white stone pot. Its rays lighted up a vast underground cave, and he realized that that must be the sun, and he thought that over there must be the evil spirits which were lying in the corner. So this hare, he squeezed through the crack and let himself down onto the floor of the cave, and he hopped over to where the ball of fire was lying, and then he snatched the stone pot and he banged the ground with his hind legs, and sprang up through the crack. And when the evil spirits saw this particular hare stealing the sun away from them, they also tried to squeeze themselves through the crack to catch the hare. And in the meantime, the little hare was running as fast as he could. And when these evil spirits were about to grab the hare gave the ball of fire a very hard kick, and it broke the ball of fire into two pieces. One piece was small and the other piece was big. And with a second kick, he sent the smaller part flying high into the air until it reached the heavens. And there it became the moon. And when he kicked the big part, it went into another region to the sky to become the sun. And then it brightened up the air. And when the earth was all lightened up, the evil spirits were scared and they were running here and there. And then they got back underground and never appeared to the earth again. And all the birds and animals praised the brave little hare who rescued the sun. So who rescued the sun ultimately? The hare rescued the sun. The tiny, the strongest, the very intelligent hare rescued the sun. Thank you, children. I hope that you have enjoyed this story on how was the sun rescued. I'll come back with another story in the next video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.